back to B&B Network. I'm Brandy, this is Ben, and we're back with Mooney. She got a white hat. So this week, we are here for the longest that we've been up at the bus. Well, the second longest, or maybe the same, I don't know. But we are working on electricity, and we don't know anything about electricity. Nothing. I know less than him. So for this week's video and for electricity in general, we're enlisting the help of my father. Shout out to all the other handy fathers that have been useful in bus conversions and helping us all figure out what the heck we're doing. So that being said, we are here. We are ready to kind of get a game plan of what we are going to be doing, and then we're going to make a trip to the store. We do have our lithium-ion battery already here, which we will show you guys later, and we have our inverter, which we also got in recently, which we will show you. And is that it?
We should be getting a stove today.
We should be getting a stove today, which is also really, really exciting. So, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Let's get to it.
God, it's a box in a box. Like we have two boxes. Shakes the expensive electronics. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. There's your energy powered sticker.
It's upside down.
Yep.
Wow. She's so fancy.
Human outlets, and we've got positive, negative.
Wow.
And the best part is we've got instructions. I'm like, can it tell us everything we need to go buy?
I'm so excited!
It's our box in a box.
Is it really?
Yeah.
We love boxes within boxes.
Owner's kit.
Ooh. What's that?
Not sure.
AC to DC charger, it says.
Wait, really?
On the other side. It's like a present.
Huh.
Oh no, it's so we can plug it into the wall here right now and charge up the battery.
To charge it up, you can plug it in and then... Nice.
Because we don't have solar power right now.
Well, there's your shore power right there. That's all we got.
Dun-it. Dun-it.
Hole. That is big.
Ooh. It says 100.
Grease for the screws.
It's 100.
Oh my gosh.
It's 100 heavy. You got this, babe.
Noise.
Okay, super exciting. We may or may not have just chased down a FedEx driver to make sure that we got our packages today. I have no clue if I'm even in focus or anything, but we got our packages and all three things came today, which is like so crazy. I'm so excited. Ben's already opening them up. So here we have 2 water tanks. This is our gray water tank. I believe it's 60 gallons. So that's this one, that's my shadow. Hello. And this is gonna be our white water tank, which is gonna be 100 gallons. That's my dad over there who's helping us out. And this is our stove! Our stove! Look at this beauty! Sorry, Ben in the editing room. Be very, very, very careful. First battery going in the bus. He's gonna have 3 brothers and sisters eventually, when, you know, money's a little less tight. But the first one's gone in! Woo!
So what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole to the floor.
Oh.
Right over here.
Oh.
Right? So we can bring up the power wires for our battery. And then we're going to run power wires from our battery across the back wall here to go to a control box that's going to be right here, which will be the heart of all our electricity.
The heart of the electricity. I think that's a good name for this.
I bet this is the pivot, so I'm going to come over right here.
Cool. Ready?
Yep.
Take that. The bus is still... Yeah, I'm trying my best. Thank you. And let Ben fish it all the way up until you run out of slack. Go around in a circle, and then I slice one in and peel it.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I'm gonna try it. The thickest wire I've ever cut. This used to be our handicapped wire. We routed it from the front power of the bus to our positive in our battery here. That's gonna help our DC to DC later on and our shore power. And right now we are trying to figure out how to get the negative on, back down to the bus, to the chassis to ground it.
Guys, we officially have power in the bus! We're not done yet, but we have power in the bus. It's so exciting! Ben, how excited?
It's exciting.
I'm very excited. Okay. Good morning, friends. It is the next day. We did an awful job of really just keeping you guys updated on everything that we were doing, so I'm gonna kind of run through what we did. We worked into the midnight hour last night. Not really, but we did work pretty late. I think we ended up getting home around 9 to be done working on the bus. But we got a lot done. We officially have power in the bus. We did it like 2 different times. The second time I didn't show because it was so dark in here. But let me show you. So yesterday we went under the bus and actually got some of this I think it's like 2-gauge wire. We don't know for sure because we didn't buy it because we reused it from our handicap lift, and we funneled that up. We cut a hole in the bus, funneled that up, attached it to our 1 battery. We will have 4 of these in the future, but they are expensive. So we're starting out with 1 so that we can run everything, make sure that we have it all correct. Then this other wire that's connected to the battery is connected over here to our inverter. Right now we do have a wire connected to the ground that we've been going back and forth connecting it to this ground so that we know if we have power or not. But eventually this battery will be grounded down into the bus and connected to the chassis to be grounded towards the bus. We also put in our breaker box last night. We only have 1 breaker in right now, and it is attached partly with this cord, which I think is the 12-2 wire. And then we bought this little, like, if you were gonna fix an extension cord plug, and we wired that together. So that is plugged into our inverter, which is plugged into our breaker box. And from there, we have this 14-2 wire, the white wire right here. That is connected to the breaker and to the little positive, negative section of the thing. I don't fully understand what I'm saying. I do know these are words, but yeah. And that is connected through this white wire all the way to our plugs. We have 2 plugs in the bus now, which I'm super excited about. This is our first one. I'm really excited about it. We tried them out last night and we have power to both plugs. They are 110 plugs and they work. Obviously we're running on 1 battery right now with no solar power or anything like that. We haven't put in shore power yet, but it's a start. We have electricity in the bus and I could not be happier.
So the goals for today are to put in the rest of the outlets and wire all of those completely around the bus, and then figure out how to put a couple light switches in, and then hopefully, well, and ground the wire, and hopefully if we have time, figure out how to reconnect the stereo up in the front so we can play music down the bus while we're working.
Woo!
So what we're doing here is we're putting these little hooks basically on all the wire, making sure we have enough slack towards each outlet, so that way if we ever did have a problem, need to fix it, we can easily just unscrew this, pull some slack out, and fix the wiring behind here. And then pretty much just running around the bus. We've cut some notches here in our wood to get to the next outlet and where we need to go.
And while Ben is doing that and putting all of the fasteners in so that the wires can be secure, I am taking the other end of the wire and bringing it to the next guy and stripping the rubber part here with just a razor blade, peeling it back and stripping the wires themselves so that we can connect them to our next outlet that will go here. This will be the last one on this side of the bus, And so we are just funneling it back through to this breaker box. This will be the last one that goes towards that breaker box.
First step, make sure your wire goes through the outlet box, because I've done it several times now where I haven't, and then there's absolutely no way to refix it and you have to redo everything. So first step, won't forget that again. And then you've got 3 wires here, black, white, and the copper. The copper is gonna be your ground. So it goes around that green screw that I just had there. I like to bend it first, make it a little easier. And then once it's hooked around the screw, you can just take your screwdriver, tighten it down so it won't fall out. And then written on the back of the outlets, it says white for the one side and the black's the other side. And actually, you can just shove the wire straight in, they'll lock into position, and then that way it's easy. You don't have to do the same thing we did for the ground for these. Nice and simple. And then since there's only one ground, when I put the second wire in here to come out to keep going down the wall that way, basically I'll do white, black, and then we'll wrap the copper wire around this copper wire, and as long as they're touching, then we're good to go. And there's a finished product with all the wires in and the copper wrapped around the copper right here. So then all you do is pull the excess through and we'll screw it in like a normal outlet.